He could go all the way, but he didn't. That's my best, Chris Berman.
The NFFC, the National Fantasy Football Championship. Compete against 364 teams for the chance at the $100,000 grand prize. Draft live on Saturday, August 30th at any of the following cities: Las Vegas, New York, Orlando, Chicago. You can't win if you don't play, so get in the game. Hey, what's up everybody? Marc here. Nice to see you. I recently went to Atlantic City and sat down with a couple of NFFC vets to get their opinions on both the NFFC and fantasy football in general. I hope you enjoy.
I'm Bill Wasowski. I've been playing fantasy football for 21 years. Some of my greatest accomplishments are that I won the Sporting News Fantasy Football Challenge in 1995, and I am the current lifetime standings leader in the NFFC.
My name is Marc. I'm 35 years old. Absolutely love fantasy football. I'm an electrician. I work for local union number 3 out of New York City. Been doing it since 1990.
Hey, I'm Glenn Schroeder, 36-year-old fantasy football player. Been playing for about 20 years. 4-year vet of the NFFC, and who knows where it's going to take me.
I think I would probably, assuming I would be at my house when that happened, I'd probably walk out onto my front lawn and just fall on my knees with my hands into the air just like this. Whether it was raining, snowing, whatever, and just say finally. Because it's what we're all working here for. And it's a very, only one person gets it. But that's what the prize that everybody's shooting for.
Well, I'd be pretty psyched. And I guess this is where the money element comes in. $100,000 is enough to make a difference in just about anyone's life. Anyone that plays this event. I don't think we have any billionaire owners in the NFFC.
I just found out I had won the $100,000. I would sit down and say, this is finally what I've been waiting for all these years of fantasy football, from the days where there wasn't even the internet and I'm calculating my score on the back of the Daily News, saying that I could do this. I can beat anybody at this game because I could just feel the flow of this. And this is the amount of money that's going to tell me, and my wife for that matter, that all this work is paid off.
Ooh, where do I begin? Probably looking too much at 2006 as a model for what would happen in 2007.
I went with too many age and injury risks. I took Marvin Harrison, Javon Walker. Bulger's another guy. Mark Bulger's a guy that I loved this year going into it. I took him just about in every league that I could. And anyone that knows anything about fantasy football knows 2007 was not a good year for Mark Bulger. So age and injury risks.
Not taking players in the drafts that I did later on, because I was in so many leagues, which this hurt me. I didn't take some players that I had who I really did like coming into the season, because I had them on other teams, and I said, well, I didn't want to have them on too many teams, and it hurt me a little bit. Nothing major, but I took Eddie Kennison over Derek Mason, which I had Mason on a bunch of teams, and it's just a foolish mistake.
That's a tough question because people have preached him to be the next greatest thing on earth as far as running backs go, but as soon as he lit it up and became the running back everyone said he was going to be, he broke down. So I have him as a number 2 running back. Until he proves to be a number 1 running back, I still have him realistically as a number 2 RB.
He's a phenomenal talent, that's for sure. As of right now, he would be in my top 4. There are some injury concerns with him, but who doesn't have them?
Adrian Peterson, without Chester Taylor, is the number 1 running back in 2008.
I'm not one to take a quarterback normally in the first round, but this might be an exception. I certainly wouldn't expect his numbers to be next year what they are this year, but at the same time, I don't think there's a lot of downside with him. and I think he's a very safe pick for your team.
Well, after some consideration today, I think I would. I don't think there's enough back-end talent in the first round to warrant not taking Brady in the first round. In years past, maybe some other running backs have slipped into the first round, and thus pushing the Mannings and the Bradys out of the first round. And looking at going ahead right now and looking at what 2008 would bring, I would say no, Brady would have to be a first-round pick.
Absolutely not. But Tom Brady can throw another 10, 12 touchdowns from, I think it's week 14 right now. From now to the end of the season, it doesn't matter. I won't take a quarterback until approximately the 5th round in any given year, especially from this year on, because I took Bulger in the 4th round, and that was a huge mistake. So first round is not even a question, no matter who it is. Peyton Manning, Brady, doesn't matter.
Guys who play in the NFFC.
All right, thank you very much, ladies. We appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks everybody for tuning in for this first video and what hopes to be a series on fantasy football. And thanks to my friends Glenn, Bill, and Mark. I couldn't have done it without you. Until next time. All right, Bill, let's fast forward to 2008. You're sitting there with the 14th pick in the NFFC.
Maroney.
And,
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
That's a
Memo to myself to edit that one out. All right.
I try to put my, hand into everybody's. Or scratch that.
The craziness continues.
Yeah, boy!